Betrayal isn't just a broken promise, is it? It's this huge, disorienting force that can literally make you question the ground you're standing on. So today, we're going to talk about that echo it leaves behind. Not to get stuck in the pain, but to actually reclaim the power it tries to steal. Let's figure out how to navigate this whole mess and find our way back to our own strength.
I think we've all felt it at some point. That sickening lurch deep in your gut. That split second where you realize a foundation you built everything on has just crumbled. It's like the whole world tilts on its axis, and suddenly, nothing feels real anymore.
So why does it feel so completely reality-altering? Well, the answer is in something we can call a cognitive glitch. It's like a fundamental short circuit in our brain. And honestly, understanding what that glitch is, that's the very first step to getting our balance back.
Okay, so this is the core of the problem. Your brain is trying to hold two completely opposite ideas at the same time. On one hand, you have the person you trusted, maybe even loved, the one who was supposed to be safe. And on the other hand, you have this new person, the one who caused you all this pain. Your brain literally can't square those two images. And that conflict, it creates this intense confusion, this mental static that makes it almost impossible to think straight.
And what's the very first thing that happens when your brain hits that glitch? It desperately tries to solve the puzzle, right? So it turns inward. You start replaying every single conversation, every little moment, just hunting for clues you might have missed. It's this frantic search for some kind of logic in a situation that feels completely, utterly illogical.
And that search, that internal investigation, it spirals really fast into self-blame. The question changes from, what did I miss, to what's wrong with me? And right there, that is the first and most dangerous lie that betrayal tells you. It whispers in your ear that the flaw is yours, that your judgment is just broken.
Now that cognitive glitch isn't just some abstract mental exercise. Oh no, it has a real, tangible cost that ripples out into every single part of your life. It creates a fallout that can feel just overwhelming.
The impact is total. I mean, look at this. Emotionally, you're slammed with waves of shock, anger, grief, all of it. Psychologically, your whole worldview gets shaken up. You're forced to ask, who can I even trust now? And this isn't just in your head. Your body feels it too. It screams at you through stress, through sleepless nights, through that constant low hum of anxiety.
And this right here, this lays out the internal battle perfectly. On one side, you have your completely valid human feelings, the shock, the grief, the fear. But on the other side, you've got this insidious story betrayal tries to write, that you were naive, that you were foolish, that you were the one who was flawed. Seeing the difference between your real feelings and these lies is absolutely crucial.
Okay, so how do we fight back against all this? This is the turning point. Right now, we're going to stop just dissecting the pain, and we're going to start using it. We're going to forge it into a powerful tool, a kind of map to help us navigate.
Now this might sound a little radical, but stick with me. That intense fear of being vulnerable again, the one that betrayal leaves you with, that can actually become your greatest strategic advantage. You see, when you understand it correctly, that fear isn't a weakness at all. It's a high alert system. It's the raw material for your best defense.
So how does this betrayal map actually work? Well, first, it shows you exactly where your boundaries were crossed, making them crystal clear, maybe for the first time. Second, it sharpens your judgment. It forces you to look back and ask, were there patterns, were there red flags I can recognize now? And third, and this is so important, it maps your own resilience. It's the heart proof that you survived this and that you can move forward.
And I want to be really clear about something. Creating this map, this isn't about becoming a cynic. It's not about closing yourself off from the world. It's actually the exact opposite. It's about developing a finely tuned intuition, a strategic awareness that lets you engage with the world more wisely and with a whole lot more confidence.
All right, so we've got our map. Now it's time for the climb. This brings us to 5 clear, actionable steps you can take to grab back control and start rewriting your story from a place of real strength.
Let's walk through these. Number 1, acknowledge and process. You have to let yourself feel the anger, the sadness, all of it, without judging yourself for it. Number 2, radical detachment. This is a conscious decision. You decide that the person who hurt you no longer gets a vote on your future happiness. Number 3, rebuild your narrative. You are not the victim here. You are the survivor who is learning and getting stronger. 4, fortify your boundaries. Use that map you just made to figure out your non-negotiables and get ready to enforce them. And finally, number 5, selective trust. This just means understanding that trust isn't an on-off switch. It's earned, over time, in layers.
And you know, when you actually do this, when you follow these steps, something really profound starts to happen. You don't just recover, you actually transform. You take the pen back into your own hand, and you become the author of your story once again.
Look, what's so essential to remember is this. Betrayal leaves an echo. There's no getting around that. But you get to decide what that echo says. It doesn't have to be an echo of pain. It can be the echo of your own strength, your wisdom, and your incredible ability to heal.
And maybe that's the real truth at the heart of all this. This whole journey, it isn't about creating some brand new power out of thin air. It's about uncovering the immense strength that was in you all along, just buried under all the hurt and deception. It's time to dig it out.
The past is written. Yeah, you can't change what happened. But what it all means, that's still up for grabs. The story of what comes next, the one about your resilience and your wisdom, that chapter is all yours to write.